it's me Jessica, and today I'm going to be doing a review of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. So, I finally read this book. Like, I don't know why it took me so freaking long to read this book, but I read it. And as you can see, I have noted my favorite parts in it. I love this book. 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. I loved it. So, alright, here we go. Quick synopsis. This book is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but with fairies. So the main character, Feyre, she is kind of the huntress in her family because her family used to be rich, but now they're poor and they live in a cottage, and she goes out and hunts for them because she's the only way they can get food. And so one day when she's in the woods, she sees a giant wolf and it's about to kill this deer that she was stalking, and so she kills the wolf. And the wolf is actually a fairy, and so a beast comes and says that because she took a fairy life, he must take hers, but instead of killing her, he takes her over the wall and into fairyland where she stays. So that is the synopsis I'm going to tell you. Yeah, that's basically the exposition. Alright, so the 5 out of 5 stars. I love this book. I'm going to talk about it now. If you haven't read this, go read it because it's amazing, and then come back here and watch me like rant amazingly about this. So here we go. Oh my gosh, I love this book. It took me like it took me like 100 pages to finally get into it, but once they got to the Spring Court, once they got to his mansion, things just started looking up for this book. I love Tamlin. I love him right now, and everyone I've talked to who's also read A Court of Mist and Fury is like, you're gonna hate him after that book and you're gonna love Rhysand, because I'm not a huge fan of Rhysand right now. And also my sister's name is Rhys and her middle name is Anne, so every time I see Rhysand I think of my sister, and it's really awkward. Also, a disclaimer, I am writing a book where the main character's name is Freya, like the Norse, like one of the Norse goddesses, but her name's Freya. And then this character's name is Feyre, and I get them confused all the time. So if I accidentally say the wrong name, Edit Jessica will keep track and keep score, and by the end of this video we'll see how many mistakes I've made. Alright, so let's talk about Feyre. I actually didn't really like her that much as a main character. She was slightly annoying. She wasn't Selena, but I wasn't comparing them because they're different characters. Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't compare Percy Jackson and Jason Grace because they're not the same characters. Alright, that's my whole rant about that. But Feyre wasn't just, there was something about her. Like, she felt a little naive to me. Just, yeah, for like a huntress and for someone who's lived in the wild, and I know that she's not in the same wild that she was in. She's not in the woods, she's in the land of the Fae. But I mean, yeah, it can't be that naive. I would always keep my walls up, and I didn't really like it. What I did like about Feyre was that she was illiterate. I thought that was one of the best things to put in this book. I don't see a lot of characters that are illiterate because, you know, even if they've gone through this hard life and all this stuff, you know, they still know how to read and write. But Feyre doesn't know how to read and write. Like, she knows the basics, but she's illiterate, and I thought that was such a great just flaw to give Feyre. Cause you can't have all of these like almost Katniss Everdeen-esque characters where they're like emotionally detached and they'll get through anything, stuff like that. They have to have flaws. Like, Katniss has flaws, but I feel like people just take the basis of her and like revamp it over and over again. But Feyre was such a refreshing character, and even though I didn't like her, I totally understood that sometimes you can't like characters and sometimes there are wrong things with them and blah 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 blah. But I love this book, and she fit perfectly in it, and I felt this book was plot driven. Like, Throne of Glass was plot driven, and then Crown of Midnight wasn't. It was more character driven. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with A Court of Mist and Fury. It's gonna be more character driven, especially with the whole deal with Rhysand and Freya. Like, oh! Alright, let's talk about Tamlin. Right as of this moment, have not read A Court of Mist and Fury. I like Tamlin. Deal with it, okay? There we go. I know I feel like he was trying to seduce her because of the curse, and I feel like after the curse, there are gonna be some issues. I totally see that coming. I totally understand it, but I still like them. I still like them together. I think they complement each other well, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really think that anymore. It's just, it's so hard! Talon, this curse, he seems very cocky because of the way he gets the curse. He's like, I'd rather fall in love with a human than fall in love with you, and he says that to what's-her-face, the girl that lives under the mountain. I don't even know her name. I don't really care. With Sarah J Maas's books, I can't theorize or predict what's gonna happen next because I just don't know. Like, I just don't know. And I like it. I like how I can't guess what's gonna happen. I like Tamlin a lot. I like how he cares about Feyre a lot, but I also think it was also trying to like seduce her and things like that. What pissed me off was when he told her to leave, when she went back home, and Feyre, you should have fought to stay. Like, Lucien was pissed with you and I was pissed with you, and then Tamlin pissed me off because he made her leave. And I mean, I guess, wasn't that part of the curse? Wasn't that part of the curse? I don't know. I didn't like that a lot. I liked when she went back and the whole trials was like my favorite part. That gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, when she left, I was at a solid 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars out of 5, but then the trials. And like, oh, Rhysand and the whole deal, and so much happened. So much happened. So like, one, I want to talk about the riddle because I was like, the answer's love. Like, that was my first thought. I was like, the answer's love. Like, come on, Freya, this is easy. The answer is love. And she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. And I was like, what? After I read it, I was talking to a friend of mine who had read it, Joy. She has a blog, she has a book blog. I'll put it down in the description so you guys can go check her out. But I was talking to her and I was like, oh my gosh, how could she not get that riddle? That riddle was so freaking easy. Like, I got it within like a minute or two. She's like, really? I didn't get the answer to the riddle until she got it. I was like, oh my god, it's love. And then I kept talking to her and I was like, I didn't expect Feyre to become Fae. Like, when they all gave her like a drop, when all of the kings of the courts or the princes of the courts gave her a drop of their power and she became Fae, was not expecting that to happen. Like, when she died, I was like, oh my god. And I knew she had to come back to life because there's a second book, but I just didn't know she was gonna be Fae. That's what got me. I was just like, oh my god. Oh my god, she's Fae. She's Fae now. Now she like has to stay behind the wall. She can't go back to her family. Oh my gosh. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. The whole part with Tamlin and how she had to stab him, that got me because he has a heart of stone. And it's part of the curse. It's part of the curse, isn't it? And there was all of these things alluding to it and I didn't get it. And even when it was explained to me, I still didn't get it. I was like, wait, he has a heart of stone, like a little heart of stone. So if she stabbed him, he would be fine. I got that. But I was just thinking about it and I was like, I didn't make that. Like, the foreshadowing wasn't clear, and I mean, it confused me. It still slightly confuses me, so I'm gonna drop it. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about Rhysand, you guys, because I know y'all waiting for me to talk about Rhysand, so let's do this. Rhysand, I get him. I get him. He's probably one of the characters he's so different from any other character that I've read, but I understand him. So I like how Sarah J Maas did that. Like, he does things, he pretends to do these things, and he might actually enjoy them, especially with like drugging Freya. I almost said Selena. With drugging Freya. Feyre! Oh my god! And with drugging her and making her dance for him just to get Tamlin to get so angry that when he finally was able to do what he wanted, that he would kill what's-her-face, the queen. I gotta find her name. Amarantha. Amarantha, I believe that's how her name is. It's kind of like Samantha. Amarantha. He would totally be able to kill her because he was just so pissed about everything that was happening. It's just, oh! Oh my gosh, Rhysand and the whole deal, and then the mark, and he's just like, I want to show it off to Tamlin. I was like, oh my god. I feel like there's definitely history between Rhysand and Tamlin, and I would love to know what it is. I'd love to know just how they butt heads all the time. Yeah, so I guess that's really all I have to say. I'm very excited to see where it goes, especially with the whole deal that happened. When that happened, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was just me on my bed dying because oh. But Rhysand, I feel like he's got a good heart. I am excited to see what happens with him. And Feyre. Yep, excited to see what happens. Very, very excited. I just also, Grace from Parchment to Books. How dare you? This was supposed to be a buddy read and you didn't even read it. Like, she didn't even get past I think she got to like chapter 7 and she didn't finish reading it. I'm like, this book is amazing. What are you doing with your life? Read this book. So I've been holding off doing this review, waiting for her to finish it. And I don't even think that Grace is gonna finish this book. Grace, finish this book! Finish this book. And I'm gonna make my friends read it now. Alex, you're reading this. I'm gonna make you read this book. Valeria, I'm gonna make you read this book. Alright, that's all I gotta say about A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I literally fell into a book slump after this book, and the only book I've read after this is Gemina. It's sad, it's really sad. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my rant, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my rants or book talks, subscribe. And if you have opinions about this book, because you guys have some opinions, please comment down below. I really love reading your comments, and I want more comments, you guys. Please. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.